out into the front court.
Clark wants NaLyssa out. Clark's agents point out that NaLyssa Smith has to leave Fever after horrible performance in Chiana. Today, we delve into the implications of NaLyssa Smith's recent performances while playing in China and what this means for her future with the Indiana Fever. As her agents have noted, the situation is becoming increasingly, especially given the stark contrast between her individual success and the Fever's team needs. While Smith has shown flashes of her scoring ability, the overall picture suggests that she may not be the right fit for the Fever moving forward. NaLyssa Smith is currently showcasing her skills in the Chinese league, and to say she's been performing poorly would be misleading. In fact, her scoring numbers are impressive. She's putting up points and demonstrating her ability to finish at the rim. For those who focus solely on statistics, it would seem like Smith is having a successful stint. However, when examining her playing style, it becomes clear that her contributions may not translate to success at the WNBA level, particularly for a team like the Fever. Smith has always been a volume scorer, someone who can rack up points quickly. But that's where the issue lies. The Fever, as they strive to build a cohesive and competitive roster, need players who fit into a structured system rather than those who thrive in isolation situations. The way Smith plays, often opting for difficult shots, does not align with the Fever's needs, which are geared toward teamwork and efficient scoring. One of the biggest concerns regarding Smith's game is her shot selection. While her highlights may show her finishing strong at the basket, many of her attempts are low-percentage shots. For instance, instead of leveraging her size and strength to power through defenders, she often settles for fadeaways and off-balance jumpers. This tendency to take difficult shots rather than easier, higher-percentage opportunities speaks volumes about her fit within the Fever structure. It's crucial to understand that the Fever need players who can capitalize on opportunities created by others, rather than someone who requires the offense to be run through them. Smith's game often resembles a player who is trying to prove herself as a primary option, but this is not what the Fever need from her. They need someone who can take what the defense gives them, rather than forcing tough shots that disrupt the flow of the game. In addition to her questionable shot selection, Smith's defensive performance has also raised eyebrows. While she has the physical tools to be an effective defender, her effort and awareness on that end of the floor have been lacking. Even in China, where she should be showcasing her skills, her defensive lapses are apparent. There are instances where she fails to box out opponents or make the necessary rotations, which is concerning for any team looking to build a solid defensive foundation. The Fever are in a phase where they need to prioritize players who can contribute on both ends of the court. If a player cannot hold their own defensively, it creates a significant imbalance within the team. Smith's lack of defensive effort not only hampers her individual performance, but also negatively impacts the team as a whole. The Fever have a clear vision for their future, and NaLyssa Smith does not fit into that picture. The team is looking to build around emerging stars like Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, both of whom can contribute significantly on both ends of the floor. Smith, on the other hand, has shown a tendency to disrupt the offensive flow and lacks the defensive acumen necessary to complement these players. Agents representing Clark have pointed out that retaining Smith could hinder the Fever's development. If the plan is to elevate Clark and Boston as foundational pieces, then keeping a player whose game does not align with theirs could set the team back. A player like Smith, who often requires the offense to run through her, could stifle the growth of the team's young stars. As the Fever look ahead, they must consider their options regarding Smith. If her agents are advocating for a separation, it may be in the best interest of both parties. For Smith, a change of scenery could provide the opportunity to flourish as a primary option on a different team, one that allows her to showcase her scoring ability without the constraints of a structured system. For the Fever, moving on from Smith would open up roster spots for players who better fit their vision. They need to target individuals who can mesh well with Clark and Boston, players who can bring a balanced skill set and contribute both offensively and defensively. This transition is essential for the Fever to remain competitive in the WNBA, particularly as the league continues to evolve and expand. One of the crucial aspects of building a successful basketball team is ensuring that the players fit well together. Chemistry on and off the court is paramount. The Fever are striving to create a cohesive unit where each player's strengths complement the others. Keeping Smith, who has a playing style that often conflicts with the team's needs, could create friction and disrupt the overall dynamic. When a player takes difficult shots and plays lackadaisically on defense, it can affect the morale of the entire team. Other players may feel compelled to alter their games to accommodate Smith, leading to confusion and inefficiency. In a league as competitive as the WNBA, this can be detrimental. In summary, NaLyssa Smith's performances in China highlight the growing concerns about her fit with the Indiana Fever. While her scoring ability is undeniable, her overall impact on the game does not align with what the Fever need moving forward. The agents representing Caitlin Clark have rightly pointed out that retaining Smith may hinder the team's growth and development. As the Fever look to establish a competitive and cohesive roster, they must prioritize players who can contribute on both ends of the court and fit within the team system. NaLyssa Smith, with her current playing style and defensive struggles, does not meet these criteria. The decision to part ways may be challenging, but it could ultimately be the best course of action for both Smith and the Fever. For Smith, a fresh start could provide the opportunity to thrive in a role more suited to her talents. For the Fever, moving on from Smith will allow them to pursue players who can help elevate the team and contribute to a brighter future. As the WNBA continues to evolve, the Fever must adapt and make strategic decisions that align with their vision for success. NaLyssa Smith's departure could be a pivotal step in that direction, allowing the Fever to focus on building a team that is competitive, cohesive, and positioned for long-term success.